Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and this is the segment where we take a look at some of the hottest floor plans on the market today. I'm standing inside a brand new 2023 Venture SportTrek S333VIK. The VIK stands for Venture's Island Kitchen, and here it is. We've got an island in our kitchen thanks to the fact that we have opposing slides in here. It really opens up the floor and gives us a nice big kitchen to work in. Now this is a bunkhouse family-based camper, so this is kind of an important space to have. I love that they put most of the kitchen into a slide, including our 12-volt Furrion refrigerator, microwave up high, 3-burner stove with that glass cooktop that we so frequently see, just to extend that counter space. There's storage down below that next to the oven, even a big drawer for some large pots and pans. Venture even includes cool things like a little cutting board with their name burned into it. I think that's personally kind of neat, and they've made some awesome little design cues like this pantry slash appliance space that they have in the back between these two doors. This is cool because there's a GFCI plug here, which means we could plug in a coffee maker, a toaster, whatever other, appliance you might use on a daily basis, and just have it set up and ready to go without taking up our other counter space. Our island in the center does have a nice large single basin stainless steel sink, big faucet up over it for rinsing out those pots and pans. We've got the covers just to extend it and make it a more usable space if we need that counter. And then down below, of course, we've got a lot of storage. Now you heard me mention that there's 2 doors behind me. That's kind of a neat feature here because this is a bath and a half floor plan. So on one side we've got bunks, on the other side we've got a half bath. I think that's kind of cool. Not only that, but that half bath has an exit door to the outside, so it serves as a secondary emergency exit. Plus, if you do have a bunch of folks staying in the back bunk room, they aren't trampling all over the camper coming up to the front, bothering mom and dad in the middle of the night. Elsewhere in our kitchen, we find that we have a booth dinette. This is a traditional RV booth dinette in the sense that it's up on 2 posts. That just wiggles out and comes undone by way of friction. The table drops down and our pads slide over it to create yet another space for guests to sleep. That's always something nice to have. Let's venture into the back where we have our bunk room. This space is actually really usable because they've done a couple of things. They've put a slide in here where we have a jackknife sofa down low, so this pulls up and flattens out to become yet another bed. We have a fold-up bunk bed up above it. This just unclips and drops down. It has a 250-pound weight rating, so surely an adult could sleep up there if they can climb up there. And we have some fixed bunks in the back of the camper here. So we have one down low, one up high with some storage underneath. That gives us plenty of space to store the kids' clothes and whatever other odds and ends we may have with us. There's TV hookups on the back wall as well as a mounting plate, and there's even a spot to hang up jackets off to the side. Another cool thing that they've done in here, just using up as much space as they can, on this somewhat seemingly blank wall, they've installed a little desktop. I think that's a really cool option just to give us an extra usable space here. Now as we push forward, we end up in what would be our living room. I think they've done a good job with this considering we've got opposing slides and we have to kind of take space somewhere whenever we have a bunk room, a bath and a half, and a front bedroom. So they've given us theater seating. These recline, they have a little bit of heat to them and vibration. This folds down and it offers us a spot to store a couple of drinks as well as recharge our phone. There's USB there in the center and on either side. And of course, this is directly across from our entertainment center. We've got a big flat screen TV. This is on a swivel mount, so it can come out off of the wall, point at our seating, point back towards the kitchen. Underneath, there's a bit of storage, as well as a Bluetooth head unit that can play DVDs, or just connect back to our phones to run through the speaker systems which are in the ceilings and outside. Down below all of it, we have an electric fireplace. I've talked about these ad nauseum. They're super cool, because they actually do heat up the camper. It's a great addition to your LP furnace, and it's going to save you on some of that gas money. Now, we mentioned bath and a half. The full bathroom is right here at the end of the hallway, heading towards our master bedroom. You can see that it's a pass-through. I just closed that door that heads into the master. We've got a big shower here with a skylight up above. I'm a big guy at 6'3". I don't even think I get up into the skylight in this thing, which is really kind of cool. There's definitely plenty of space in here, and the glass doors are easy to clean up. Storage in the form of a medicine cabinet up high, and this is equipped with LevelMate Pro. This is a fun little system that helps you level your camper. We'll link a video on how that works up above. Let's pass on through into the main bedroom. It's got that big automotive glass grade windshield up there that's letting lots of light in. It has a blackout shade that can drop down just to cancel that out. They've pulled all of our storage and closet space forward to create some nightstands on either side in the back with plugs on either side as well. So charging up things like phones or running an alarm clock or a CPAP machine is not going to be a problem. They've even put a little bit of storage in the form of a shelf up front. Again, traditional layout here. We've got closets on either side, shelf-style storage up above, and because this is a 50-amp service camper, we've optioned it in with 2 air conditioners. One of them's right here in the main bedroom. They are ducted, so it does dump throughout the camper. You do also have the option of hooking up a TV in here. By this back corner, we've got all of our plates and mounting locations right over here. Down below is more storage in the form of a strut lifted bed. So once this comes up, this just reveals that we've got a big trunk space just to hide away blankets and extra things that we might need just during our trips. Now, before we go outside, I do want to show you guys the main entry where our control panel is, and I want to close up all of the slides to show you what this looks like with the slides in. Right here at the front, we have a couple of things going on by our main entry door. We've got this cool little coat closet. I think that's really nice, although personally, if this were my unit, I'd probably add some shelving here to make this more of a pantry. Mostly because this lacks a little bit of kitchen storage in my opinion. Up high, we have a Go Power solar charge controller, and that's because there's a solar panel up on the roof that interacts with that and helps keep all of our 12-volt systems topped off and ready to use. Our main control panel has switches which are easily accessible right here as we come through the door, so we can cut on our lights, both interior and exterior, run all of our slides, check our tank levels, as well as flip on any of our water heaters or any other lights or water pumps. Pretty nice. So let's do it. Let's close this thing up and see what it looks like with everything in. There it is. Okay, so all closed up. We don't have access to much. Now I want you to remember this did have that half bath with a door to the outside. So using it as a quick pit stop bathroom on the road, not a problem. You have access to it from the exterior of the trailer. That said, the inside, there's really not much I can get to. I can get right into our main entryway. I can access that little closet I pointed out, our control panel, but the kitchen itself, not so much. I'm not really getting into my refrigerator. I'm barely using the sink. I have to lean over the island, and I'm certainly not getting into anything in that bunk room or on the far side of the kitchen or even the bedroom or main bathroom. The slides absolutely have to come out for that. So this is definitely one of those destination trailers. It's very hard to make a quick pit stop with it and get to everything you may need. Let's open it back up because this thing has a killer outside kitchen that I want to show you. The entryway to the 333 has the solid steps that fold up into the camper. They make contact with the ground, giving you a nice secure stairway to get up and inside the RV. At the very front, we have pass-through storage. This is cool because it has insulated baggage doors with magnetic catches and slam latches, so they're easy to operate. They just pop up up and stay open, and that reveals this big pass-through storage. It has an entry on the other side that's roughly the same size. There's some lighting in there so we can see what we're getting as we're picking all of our stuff out, but there's plenty of room for big chairs and other camp goods that you may want to take with you, even totes and whatnot. Both of our entry doors, the half bath and the main entry door, are covered by a large electric awning that runs most of the length of the center of the vehicle. Outside, we have a spot where we can hook up a TV for our patio. We've got the cable out as well as power. There's a backer plate right there behind the sticker so that you can put up the mount of your choice. Big grab handle at the top of those solid step stairs to get you in. And I don't think I mentioned it inside, but this is 6-side aluminum construction. We have Asdel interior sidewalls with a fiberglass outer. I think that's a really great construction technique. It proves to be a pretty long-lasting one. At the back here, you can see up under that awning, we have that other entrance into the half bath. And that brings us to that outside kitchen that I mentioned earlier. Now, I absolutely love this. Remember, this is a big bunkhouse camper. What they've done is pretty significant. They've given us 2 Everchill electric refrigerators out here, a stainless steel sink, storage down low, and there's even a Suburban griddle hiding right here. I think that's really cool. This ties back into our LP system, giving us a spot to cook outside. That is just invaluable in a trailer of this size, and I love the way that they've set it up. That brings us to the back of the trailer where we have a ladder that heads up to our fully walkable roof. They've installed the black tank flush back here. This is set up for a backup camera should you choose to install one. It's pretty much a plug and play option. And then down low, we've got a 2-inch receiver hitch. Now this is not for tandem towing. It's rated to 250 pounds. The idea here is that it's for cargo racks, accessories, bike racks, things of that nature. Our main power is back here right off of the back of the trailer, and then tucked up in under the slide. Remember, this is bath and a half. So this has 2 sewage out points down low, one here and one forward of our axles for that front bathroom. We'll push up to that and take a look at that because that's also going to be where our gray water tanks dump from our primary holding for the kitchen and the bathroom sinks up there. It's tucked in right under the slide. Now, one thing that this does have that's a little bit different is that we have this docking station that they've built in. It has a single port for both your city fill and your tank fill. So your water line's going to come in, it can be locked behind this little doorway, and it can hide away. Now, we've also got a outside shower here should you need it, which is great because it is kind of right near that sewage port there. So we can clean some things up if we had a little bit of an accident or if it just smelled a little funny when it was all said and done. Again, outside storage. This is the other side of that pass-through with those slam latches and magnetic catches. I just love the way that this is all set up. The front cap is half molded fiberglass, half rock guard down low. We've got that big automotive grade glass windshield up top that we saw in the bedroom, letting all that light down in. Got a nice cover for our LP tanks here, electric tongue jack, and down low in the back, we do have a battery cutoff switch, which is a nice feature for when you're putting your RV into storage. It's gonna keep those batteries from getting drained when you might have accidentally left a light on inside. Overall, I really love the construction. I love the style. I love how just big it feels inside for families of 4 or more. This is a great RV for that segment. It's one that you should really check out for yourself in person, so come on down to Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia to look over this Venture and all of our other Venture RVs that we keep in stock. You can also check us out online at southernrv.com. Like and subscribe if you love this content. We're putting out new stuff weekly, and until next time, happy camping.